It is your girl Kalia from paparazzi.com, and today I am going to be sharing with you some of my home decor tips. I love to decorate. It's always been a part of my life. My mom decorates, my sisters, we all share what we're doing, and from a very young age I was just really aware of decor. I think a lot of times when it comes to decor we let it go to the back burner, and really our environment is such a part of our everyday lives. It impacts our mood so much, and if you can change it and uplift it and make it reflect who you are, you know, I feel like every day can be like a little vacation, you know? So my first tip is to start with a neutral base. I love the color white, or lack thereof. I just love very light, bright colors. To me, that expresses my personality, but the fact that they're neutral, I can always just play with it and not really, you know, get too far off key for what, you know, my style is. And I find that when I have a neutral base, when I introduce different things, and say I introduce a color, or, you know, I introduce something that is just totally contrast of that, it often goes because my base is neutral. And so if you don't like light colors, or maybe you have a big family and you're afraid of things getting dirty, there are definitely a lot of great neutrals that you can play around with. But the neutral base is, you know, really important to me, and it allows me to just transition. And I think that was something as a younger person I didn't do. So I would pick maybe like a really bold color, and then when my personality changed, or, you know, I just grew out of it, I had to end up throwing away a lot of the things or giving them away because they didn't really fit who I was anymore. So my next tip is to add texture. I love texture. I typically will do this through different textiles. Like on the couch behind me, I have a throw rug that I just placed over it, and it has just this really thick woven texture. On my bed, I do different textures, different furs. I love throw pillows with just different fringes. You know, texture is a great way to add interest to the eye, and it also makes it look more stylish. My next tip is less is more. I just went through the process of decluttering, and I'm still working on decluttering my home goods and just decluttering a lot of stuff that I still, you know, have no use for. But, you know, I'm finding that as I age, and as I just want more simplicity and I want things to be, you know, more functional, I find that having less things actually makes more of a statement, and it looks a lot better. I know growing up, my mom used to have tons of tchotchkes and trinkets and all this stuff all over the counters, where like it would be impossible to like chop up vegetables or something. And I'd always be like, Mom, why do you have all this stuff everywhere? And it's funny because as I age, you know, I kind of got like that, and then I say, you know what, I need to get rid of all this stuff, and it actually displays the things that I love the most, and I'm more intentional about it, and I'm more mindful of it, and so it brings me a lot more joy to see those items in their place and just to enjoy them without so many other things around them. So my next tip is to upgrade pieces that you already have. You know, a lot of times we think that when we redecorate, we're gonna have to throw away everything, get rid of all of our things, and no, you don't have to. There's actually a dresser of mine I've repainted like 3 or 4 times. You know, you can sand things, paint things, you can reupholster things. I love now too how like people are taking chalk paint and actually painting their furniture, their fabric furniture. But there's so many cool ways that you can upgrade a piece, and I will share a few ways in the description box below of some of the videos I found to be most helpful. But yeah, I've taken things off Craigslist and revamped them, a lot of my own things, so you don't have to go out there and spend money on something to give your home a really nice touch. You can upgrade something you already have. And my last tip is pretty obvious, but you know, I'll say it. Draw inspiration from other people. I love going on Pinterest and Instagram, just looking at people's pictures of their home, especially a lot of people who blog about interior design. And there's so many great, you know, just great designers out there, people who are really creative, and it helps me to define my own vision and to understand what I like. So I have several Pinterest boards about interiors and things that just make me really happy and bring a lot of joy. And I notice that when I go out and I go shopping, I'll be very intentional about what it is that I want to bring into my home to create that look. And so definitely drawing inspiration from others is really important. Well, I hope this video was very helpful to you. I would love to see what you come up with in your designs, but share them below and make sure that you subscribe. Take care.